Hello trophy hunters, I want to show you all the collectibles here in chapter 3. Now we are at the start of the chapter right here, and we're walking down this walkway here, and there's another one off to the other side, but in between the two walkways is going to be a collectible down in between. Now you can't actually jump down there, you have to use kinesis, L2 and circle, and then go ahead and take it. That'll be our first collectible. Now our next one is actually not a collectible, but I like to be thorough, so I'm going to show you a quest item. This is Voelker's rig. It's an item required for the second side mission. Side missions aren't very in-depth, not too difficult, but it's important to know where they're at. So for this, we're going to travel all the way down to the other side. The story path is going to take you deep underground to the right-hand side. Over here to the left-hand side, look for this glowing purple object, and that is our quest item. So let's head down the story path. We're gonna go deep down underground here. This part can get a little bit wonky and confusing. Just stick with it, you'll make it to the other side. It's not as difficult as it looks, but because of the orientation of the camera, it can get a little confusing, but you'll get down there, I promise. So I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna actually get a little confused down here myself. Ran into a wall. So just keep looking for your way down. Now, once we get down there, this is the engineering area, by the way. At the end of the first hallway, right past the next door here, is going to be the collectible. Now, for whatever reason, the lights will either be on or they'll be off. I think they just kind of go back and forth. It's a very small hallway. I'll pull up the map here in just a second. But the collectible is going to be right outside this door right here. This is the story path as well. So you'll walk right next to it. Okay, so we got another log. This is going to be the temple's log, and this is going to be in the control room. This is going to be the hub of operations for chapter 3. There's a store there. Occasionally objects are going to be in that store, so make sure you check it. You need to get your upgrades, but there's a collectible on the seat just to the left of it. Speaking of the store, when your first time you're here, there are 2 upgrades. Now, I'm not going to come back here and tell you when to get your upgrades because you just check the store. It'll be on there. But there's going to be a few upgrades as we come back to this area that'll become available as we move on. All right, we are now heading into the preparation room. We're going to find a weapon. This is the Ripper. So we're just going to go through that one door and then through the machine shop here and continue downwards, and you'll run right into the Ripper. It's going to be hard to miss that. If you're following the objective marker, you'll have no problem running into that. But there's another collectible 5 feet away in the bathroom. That's right. We're gonna go and get another log. Just to the left, there's a door. It's right there. You don't have to go too far. Right inside of it, you'll find the log. It's right in front of you. Now we have another side mission here. This is part of the first side mission called Scientific Methods. This is the 3rd step. If you did the first 2 steps in chapter 2, you'll be able to come down this path here and through this door. If you can't get through this door, it's because you didn't complete the steps in chapter 2. You backtrack to if you'd like. There's going to be some enemies here, well, 1 enemy, and there's about a 90-second scene here you have to just watch in order to complete it. All right, so after you use this moving platform, you're going to get to the other side. You're going to be ambushed by a series of monsters here, so let me just go ahead and clear them out. Now what we're going to do is walk around to the back up this ramp. Oh, there's another one. We're on this back, and we're gonna find a locker back here, straight in front of us, falling over. Now you see that door right there, which is currently locked? That's where we're gonna head next. So you have to go and get the key card. It's upstairs. Once you do, you come back down, and then we're gonna go in through this fuel management door right in front of us here. And this is where we're gonna get a node. Nodes, of course, are used for upgrades. You will need a whole bunch of nodes that are not available, or not enough quantity available in a single playthrough, so you can do New Game Plus. But just inside to the left-hand side is going to be the box with the node in it. Okay, so there's another weapon upgrade available for you. And then we are going to head towards the centrifuge here. Use the elevator. Now after you use the elevator, but before the decontamination room, we're gonna go around the left-hand side. So just follow this all the way back as far as it'll go. There's a centrifuge. So just follow this back. The decontamination room is to the right, just on the other side of this wall. We're gonna go into that room here in just a second. That is the log, the chaos log. So we're gonna get a schematic, and it's gonna be on the other side of the decontamination room. So you just have to make it through here. There's gonna be a few enemies that drop down. Some things are gonna happen. Lights are gonna flash. But once this entire sequence is over, which I've cut through, go through the door on the other side, and there's gonna be a locker right in front of us, or a shelf. A locker. There it is. It's the medium med pack. So that's the schematic. The next one's going to be a node. So we're going to go from this into the next door. We're going to turn left. So we're going to turn left and go until it ends. We're going to pick this up. This is the Rig Transcript log. No, my apologies. This is the node. The next one is the Rig Transcript log. And the Rig Transcript log is going to be the opposite direction. So instead of turning left to that doorway, we would have had to have turned right. So let's just go back the other way. The door is right in front of us. That's the one we came in from. We're just going to follow this. It's a good idea to follow the green arrows. You will see the collectible right in front of us here in just a moment. It's right there. It's glowing on the ground. So that's the Rig Transcript. Gonna have a couple more story related logs, and then we're gonna find the flamethrower. You're gonna be in this little puzzle room. You have to shut down the fans to be able to access this door here. Go through again. Now once we go through here, you're gonna see this little glowing thing. All you need to do is shoot it. It's going to set this whole thing on fire, and we're gonna be able to go in the engine room. One thing we need in here, though, is the flamethrower. It's stuck to this corpse. It's kind of stuck to the wall. Okay, so right after that, just keep continuing through here. You're going to squeeze through this gross-looking stuff. And spoilers, there's a little fright for you. I'm so sorry. I tried talking over it. All right, so in this room, turn left and go through the first door, and you're going to find a log right inside of here.
Engineering log.
In the same room, you will also find a node. You don't have to go very far for this one. And there's the node. Okay, so after this, you're going to go down an elevator. We're going to actually exit this room, turn left, and then we'll find the little elevator. Take this down to the first floor. Now we're going to go to the right, and we're just going to follow this all the way around. We're going to have to shoot another thing here. And there's going to be like a second little room. I think it might be in another elevator. It doesn't actually move. But in here to the right, this small little room, and a whole bunch of tiny little critters. Spam your X button and then pick up the Ripper Blade schematic. That's where you find that one. Okay, so you're gonna eventually make it to the engine room after that, and it's a kind of a big room. In the engine room, it's gonna have in the center, it's gonna be underneath some stairs that go up. So approximately in the middle of this area. I'll show you the map here in a moment. Kind of a big area, and it's like right in the center. I'm just gonna go around this little building here to the right, circle around, and I'll find it. And there is your node. Now we are going to have the flamethrower fuel schematic, and this is actually going to be right above your head, about 10 feet away, and just we have to go up the stairs to get there. And guys, this is it for chapter 3, and make sure you guys click over here if you want to get to chapter 4 real quick, and I will see you guys very soon. Please subscribe.